Hello, friends, and welcome to Trivia Over Tea, the quiz show podcast where we drink tea and play trivia. I am your host, Matthew Cook, and I'm here once again with our wonderful scorekeeper, Mason Cook. Mason, how are you this afternoon?
Doing fantastic. We're ready to go with another show. This is always my favorite part of the day.
Our second episode of the day.
Yeah.
And this one I'm sure will be just as good, if not better, than the last one. We'll see. We have, there is some constancy between the two episodes in that one of our contestants is the same. We imported him from Australia, so we figured we'd get the most bang for our buck out of him. So let's meet today's contestants. First, we have Tim.
Yep, that's me. I apparently haven't passed my expiry date yet, so I'm still here.
No, you will soon. You will soon.
Yeah, it's
we
rapidly approaching.
Take you out at some
just
point.
glad to be here, absorbing the ambiance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, thank you for coming back. No, thank you for not leaving your chair.
Well, that's a lie. I did go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. All right, well, thank you for coming back.
So that's a -5.
You just walked away into the sunset, but you chose to come back. We appreciate it.
And we also have Matt.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me back after last season. I'm so glad that I made a wonderful impression, but I get to play against the returning champion, so what more could I ask for?
You've had some time to study between that episode.
I'm still going to deeply humiliate myself on a consistent basis. It's not a question of if, but when.
That's what we're all about here on Trivia Over Tea, deeply personal humiliation.
Makes it so much better.
So, as is the case with all of our episodes, we will be drinking tea, and we're once again drinking the Melbourne breakfast tea from T2.
Yes, sir.
From Melbourne, of course. So while I pour everybody their tea, I'm going to throw it over to Mason, and Mason can explain the rules for our first round of questions.
All right, so round one, this is our first general knowledge round. Questions will be multiple choice. Each correct response will be worth 10 points apiece. So each of you will get 5 questions, and hopefully 5 correct answers will come in return.
Yeah. Let's see how you do. All right, Tim, you're up first. At this time, are you ready?
This time, I don't know what ready means, but let's go with yes.
Let's do it. All right, question 1. The Australian Parliament moved to Canberra during whose premiership? Was it A, Alfred Deakin, B, Stanley Bruce, or C, Joseph Lyons?
You've got to be joking. I'm going to cover my shirt right now.
Definitely does not say Canberra.
Just to be clear, I'm a Melburnian now.
That's true. Sorry, my bad.
That makes it all better.
Yeah. I've made room in my brain for all these things. Okay, so the question was, when did the Parliament move to Canberra?
Right. Yeah, during whose premiership?
Okay, during his premiership.
That's the right term, right? Or administrative.
Prime ministership?
Yeah.
Premier. Oh, yeah. Okay. Leader of the country.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy who tells people what to do.
Right.
Clearly, I wrote this question too late at night last night.
No,
not that I would ever do that.
I don't think. Yeah. Not that I would. I don't think many people know what those terms mean.
Alfred Deakin, Stanley Bruce, Joseph Lyons.
Right.
Are your options.
I don't think it was Deakin, so I'm going to go with Lyons.
It's actually Stanley Bruce.
You've got to. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 1927.
I knew who that is.
1927 was the year Parliament moved to Canberra.
No
and
way.
he was Prime Minister. Yeah. Question 2. Which of the following bridges was completed last?
Okay.
No, sorry. Which of the following was completed first? I wanted to change it, but I didn't. Completed first. Can I run that back?
Yep.
Sorry. Question 2. Which of the following bridges was completed first? A, the Golden Gate Bridge, B, the Sydney Harbour Bridge, or C, the Brooklyn Bridge?
Okay. I think I know roughly when one of those is completed, and it's the one you'd expect. And the key term is roughly. I'm gonna say. What was the last? So Golden Gate, Sydney Harbour.
Golden
Bridge.
Gate, Sydney Harbour, and Brooklyn.
And Brooklyn Bridge. I'm gonna say it was the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
No, it was actually the Brooklyn Bridge was completed first in 1883. Sydney Harbor Bridge was completed in 1932, and then 1933, sorry. And the Golden Gate Bridge was completed in 1937.
Oh, okay. That is exactly the opposite order that I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Bridge is structured much differently than the other two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question 3. Mark Mellett's popular piece Black, which is available in 25 different ensemble arrangements, was originally written as a duet of what woodwind instrument? A. Baritone saxophone, B. Bass clarinet, or C. Bass recorder? This question was written by Mason, in case you couldn't tell.
The mercy of having a multiple choice is immense. Okay. I'm going to go with baritone... No, actually... Yeah, I'm going to go with baritone sax.
It's actually bass clarinet.
Yeah, that's what the name... Part of what the name Black refers to is the color of the... But it is available as a duet for all three of those as well.
There you go.
Okay.
Question 4.
That does make sense. Yep.
Prior to decimalization in 1971, 20 of what made up 1 British pound? A. Farthings, B. Pence, or C. Shillings?
That's got to be 20 pence.
No.
Oh.
It's shillings.
Shillings.
Yeah, each pound is made up of had 20 shillings, which each had 12 pence, which each had 4 farthings.
Great system.
Yeah, fantastic system. They had
English measurements strikes again.
That's
at the height of it, they had, I believe, 20 different coins in circulation.
Okay.
So fantastic system.
Yeah, so efficient.
That makes
we
sense.
love we love the English.
I can't believe we didn't keep that.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Question 5.
Okay.
The 2026-27 ECHL, that's East Coast Hockey League,
Okay,
by the way,
yep.
season, will be the very first for the New Mexico Goatheads,
Okay.
which is definitely not an East Coast location, just so you know.
Yeah.
But we'll just say for fun that it's on the East Coast for this purpose.
Okay. Yep.
They are the new ECHL affiliate for what NHL team? A, the Utah Mammoth, B, the Colorado Avalanche, or C, the Dallas Stars? And those are all real teams. So just so you know, see, we didn't throw you a trick question.
Okay.
By we, I mean Mason.
Okay. Could I have the options?
Yeah.
One
The
more
Utah
time?
Mammoth,
Okay. Yep.
the Colorado Avalanche,
Okay.
or the Dallas Stars.
I'm gonna say because you were like East Coast, and to the extent that to my knowledge of US geography, which is rapidly increasing, I'm gonna say it's Dallas because they're very much not East.
It's actually the Colorado Avalanche. Yeah.
Okay.
I think all NHL teams have ECHL.
Yeah,
affiliates,
because the
regardless of geography.
Yeah, because the modern ECHL, by the way, no longer stands for East Coast Hockey League. It just is the ECHL.
Okay.
It doesn't stand for any because
My bad,
they merged it with the Central Hockey League and the West Coast Hockey League, and so it's a fully national league. And also the New Mexico Goatheads, geographically, they're the closest ones to, the Avalanche.
Yeah.
Who previously their previous ECHL affiliate was the Colorado Golden Eagles, who were moved up to the AHL. I believe they play in Fort Collins.
There you go. There's your ECHL trivia for
Golden.
the day.
It's one of those cities.
Yeah.
They play in northern Colorado.
Yay, hockey.
There you go. Nice.
Sports.
Yeah.
Sports.
And of course, the New Mexico Goatheads, they play in the northern suburbs of Albuquerque.
I went to the same place, so I can't.
Great. Well, Matt, are you ready for your 5 questions?
So ready.
Okay.
So ready.
So ready.
Question 1. What country has the most active volcanoes? A, the United States, B, Indonesia, or C, Iceland?
Active volcanoes. I'm confident the answer shouldn't be United States. I want to say it's either got to be Indonesia or Iceland. And for most active, I would say Indonesia.
That is correct.
Okay.
It is home to about 127 active volcanoes.
You can tell by the confidence in my voice that I was very sure about.
Yeah, no, you were, yeah. Well, you got there eventually. The United States has more total volcanoes, but not as many active. Question 2. Which liberal arts college in Maine is the alma mater to such alumni as President Franklin Pierce and Nathaniel Hawthorne? A, Bowdoin College, B, Bates College, or C, Colby College?
Oh. I want to say it's Bowden or Bates, which might mean I already have the wrong answer. Fantastic. But I think it's Bates.
That's your answer?
Yeah, that's my answer.
It's Bowden.
It's Bowden.
Yeah. Franklin Pierce and Nathaniel Hawthorne were actually besties at Bowdoin. And Nathaniel Hawthorne would later write a biography of Pierce meant to aid his presidential campaign.
Okay. Yeah, very nice campus, by the way.
Yeah,
Bowdoin.
well, and not to get personal, but they did not admit me. So...
Well, they didn't admit me either, because I might not have applied.
Well, you didn't admit me
That'll do it.
Also didn't get me either.
Yeah.
Anyway, not that I'm bitter. Question 3.
No.
Which of the following states was the last to secede from the Union? A, Virginia, B, Texas, or C, Tennessee?
It's definitely not Virginia. And I'm actually thinking it's Texas, because I think they were brought in after the Mexican-American War so recently that I think the Fighting Texans were the last to be added to that. It's got to be Texas or Tennessee. I'm going to say Texas.
It's actually Tennessee.
Yeah.
It's Tennessee.
Tennessee didn't secede until June 24th, 1861. Yeah. Over 6 months after South Carolina became the first state to secede.
Okay, that
what
makes
you
sense.
were thinking of is Texas was the last one to secede before the Civil War actually started.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And then, after a little bit, then the northern four states of Tennessee, Virginia, Tennessee. Arkansas, and then finally North Carolina.
Yeah,
all seceded, and that's then Civil War.
There you go.
That makes sense.
Question 4. In standard Japanese, what is the only consonant that is allowed to end a syllable? A, M, B, N, or C, L?
Okay, so it's M, N, or L, correct?
Yes.
All right. So.
And Mason, are these sounds?
Yeah,
the sounds that are allowed to end a syllable.
So
the sound. Yeah.
I don't think it's the L, because it's the LR, and I cannot think of a single instance. Yeah, I can't think of a single instance where a name or a word ends with the LR sound, with the raised LR sound. So I think it's got to be between N and M. I'm gonna lean towards. I think I'm gonna say N. I'm gonna go with my gut.
That is correct. It is N. Yeah, if you think of san.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kun.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just going with ramen.
Yeah.
That too.
After you said
That's the right answer. Yeah.
But then I was like, ram also is like an M.
Yeah, ramen also shows that it can't be M because it's paired with a vowel.
It's like men is the thing.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
not ram N.
Question 5. Which of the following musicals was not partially written by Stephen Sondheim? A, Allegro, B, West Side Story, or C, Gypsy?
Oh. Partially by Sondheim.
That's a good pickup.
My gut's telling me West Side Story. And that's my answer.
No, West Side Story was partially written by Stephen Sondheim.
He wrote
the
lyrics.
Not.
He wrote the lyrics.
Yeah.
A is the correct answer. Allegro, which is Rodgers and Hammerstein musical.
He was the lyricist of West Side Story and Gypsy.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, West Side Story was one of his earliest successes because his very first musical got canned at the last minute before it could go into its debut Broadway production.
Yeah, because he was already writing music at the time, and he wasn't sure that he wanted to just do the lyrics. Because, of course, Leonard Bernstein wrote the music for West Side Story.
Yeah, but it was...
ended up being a good choice for him to be.
And funnily enough, the guy that encouraged him to take the job for West Side Story, Oscar Hammerstein.
Oh, that's right. I have heard that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. That's the end of round 1. Mason, can you please give us a score update?
Well, Matt is currently in front, 20-0, but still plenty of show remaining.
There's a lot of opportunities to embarrass ourselves more. I'm so excited.
Plenty of time left.
Well, we'll see what round 2 brings us here. I think we've got some tricky questions. We'll see. Mason, can you explain the rules?
Well,
I'm so ready.
Round 2. This is our directed specific round. Each correct response is 20 points. If your opponent gets it wrong, you can steal it for 10 Each of these 5 questions will be on the same subject, or at least somewhat related.
Okay, so since, anyway, this round, you're going to get the same topic, both of you. And of course, at this point in the year, the United States is co-hosting, along with Canada and Mexico, the World Cup. And so both of you are going to get 5 World Cup trivia questions. So I hope we'll see how this goes. Tim, are you ready?
This is going to be really embarrassing if I don't get some of these, considering that.
That's nominally why you're here.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is to earn your ticket. You're playing for your ticket right now. Question 1.
Yeah, fair.
What is the furthest the Australian men's team has ever progressed in the World Cup?
Okay, that would be. I'm pretty sure. I know it's either the quarters or the semis. And I'm pretty sure it's. I'm actually gonna say it's the semi-finals.
No.
I'm gonna choose the other side of that coin toss and say it is the quarterfinals.
So when I looked it up yesterday, it appeared that they have not progressed past the round of 16.
That is soul crushing.
Which they've reached the second round twice, in Germany in 2006 and in Qatar in 2022.
Yeah.
And not since then, or not past that ever.
Ooh.
I mean,
anything you'd like to say on behalf of your country, Tim?
We're gonna give it another red hot crack this year, and
by the way, by the time this podcast comes out, the USA will have played Australia in Seattle.
That's a crazy thought.
So that's true.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. And if I have anything to say about it, I'm not gonna gaslight the ref, but I'm gonna give him some support.
Yeah, just let him know what's going on.
Yeah,
you did bring some Tim Tams. You did bring some Tim Tams.
Absolutely,
you can bribe the ref.
And if they don't melt on the way up to Seattle,
which they might,
and I did put my red hot power bank next to them on the plane this morning, so a couple of them
sick. Yeah.
Yeah. So. If they, or I could just give the ref one big clump of Tim Tam.
Yeah.
And I feel like actually that might be better.
Yeah.
You got to make a good first impression on behalf of the country, right? You have to be a good ambassador to say, look, here's a delicious treat that was delicious.
It's still delicious.
3 weeks ago.
I feel like it's still gonna be delicious. It's just morphed a little bit.
Yeah, exactly, and it's unique.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try and shape it like a soccer ball or something.
You can't get this at Kohl's.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Kohl's will not sell you an amalgamated Tim Tam.
Question 2.
It's one of the many things they won't
Question
sell you.
2. What South American nation was the host of the first ever World Cup in 1930?
So I'm going to say it's not Brazil, because I know that they hosted one recently. So the South American country that hosted the first South American country to host the Cup.
First one to host.
I'm going to say it was 1930.
1930.
Right, okay. Ending with a 0.
Full stop.
Okay. I'm just going to throw it out as Argentina.
No. Matt?
I am going to take the other side of that. I think it is Brazil.
You might want you might want to split the difference. It was Uruguay.
They also won the first World Cup.
Yeah. That makes
no way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Uruguay was chosen because they had previously won 2 international tournaments, and 1930 was the centenary of their independence.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of a random one. Question 3. Since its inception in 1991, what nation has won a record 4 Women's World Cup titles?
Oh, since its inception in
1991.
4 World Cup titles.
4 World Cup titles.
In the women's side.
Oh. Okay. So if I quick arithmetic, how many Women's World Cups have been since then?
More than 4, but
there are not that many.
But not that many.
No. There are at least 4.
Okay,
there are at least 4. And I'm gonna say it was. I'm gonna say it's not Spain. but I know they've won at least one. And I'm gonna say Spain.
Nope. Matt.
I feel like this is the one area that America doesn't actually completely fail out, so I believe the answer to be the United States of America.
It sure is the United States of America.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
it
I
is.
wouldn't even know I second guess.
Their success is a stark contrast to the record of the men's team, which finished third in the 1930 tournament, but has not made it past the quarterfinals since then.
Fun fact, the win against Paraguay the other day was their 10th ever World Cup win. So they've been... Yes. And also...
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Big reason why the U.S. got such a hot start in the women's side was that they had far more infrastructure for women's sports than a lot of the competition. Yep. And so they just were immediately good, and then as time went along and they kept winning, more women wanted to play soccer.
Yeah.
And
it's our thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's...
So
that is a good story.
Was worded, I thought you were talking about what country was incepted in 1991.
That's actually that was my
initial thought.
Well, there's not that
like
many options in 1991, but there's also a lot of options in 1991.
I was going to say, is this some Yugoslavia question?
I can see how that would be confusing. Yeah. That was my bad, but yes, it was the U.S. Question 4.
Okay.
What former German player is the all-time World Cup top scorer?
Former German player. And this would... Yeah, so if I think about positions, they must be like an attacking player. I'm guessing they're like not a goalkeeper.
I'll give you that, yeah.
Okay, it's like not a goalie.
That is good.
Safe bet.
Yeah. I feel like someone's really gonna try and steal my ticket off me after this round. This is
Do you remember any German players that may have been active during our childhood?
Yeah. Childhood was a long time ago.
It was.
Yeah.
And it's
true.
getting longer and longer ago.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like being reminded of that reality.
No, I
don't think so.
Actually, a lot of these questions.
Yeah.
It's just making me reflect on my
Your life.
Imminent mortality?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna say actually it could be. I'm randomly gonna say Schweinsteiger.
No. Want to
No, I'm not going to pretend.
Oh well, he's not German, but
no, he's also. That's all. I'm just saying I don't know.
Well, if you were gonna guess a composer, at least guess a German composer.
No, I was just saying.
Is it Mueller?
No, I was just saying I don't know.
No, he's third.
Oh,
Klose, Miroslav Klose.
That makes sense.
Heard of him?
I think so.
I think as I was writing this yesterday, I think I would never have been able to come up with his name, but when I read it, I was like, oh, that there was something back there somewhere that, yeah, I remember.
He's a guy. He played.
He's a guy.
For Germany.
He very much played for Germany.
He
was pretty good.
He had
He did
16 goals in 24 matches.
That makes sense.
So,
good.
so he
That's a
has
lot.
That's
a lot of
actually
goals.
that's really good.
So he has more World Cup goals than the U.S. men's team has wins all time in the World Cup, and also having more goals than wins. More goals than the U.S. team has wins. Brazil's Ronaldo at 15, and Müller at 14. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Well, anyway, we'll get to that later. That's a different question coming up later. Okay, question 5.
Okay.
In the 2006 World Cup final, what French player was given a red card in extra time for headbutting Italy's Marco Materazzi?
This is actually, for some reason, the guy, and for the previous question, he came to my mind, first of all, even though he's French, Zinedine Zidane?
That is correct, yes. The verbal exchange that preceded the incident has been subject to controversy and debate ever since. Italy won the match in penalty kicks. It's a moment that sticks out very vividly for me in my childhood. Bat, you're up.
Yay.
You ready?
No.
Okay. Question 1. What South American nation has won the most men's World Cup titles at 5?
Oh, this has got to be Brazil.
It is Brazil, though they have not won the tournament since 2002.
They've had a rough.
Yeah.
They've had a rough patch.
I'm sure they're not upset about that.
No.
Brazil is known
Yeah,
for taking soccer, or sorry, football, not seriously at all.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not.
no.
Good save.
It's a broad audience. You never know.
Question 2. What player holds the record for the most goals scored at the World Cup among active players?
Oh, I want to say this is Ronaldo, because he's playing for Portugal right now. No.
Among active players.
Active players.
Can I go for out of left field Mbappe?
Messi.
Was Messi?
Sometimes it is that obvious.
It is that
Sometimes it really is.
He's sitting at 13 goals coming into
Okay.
this year's
Okay.
tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, so fourth
Yeah.
all time.
Question 3. What athletic apparel company is the sponsor of the World Cup's Golden Ball, Boot, and Glove Awards?
Oh no. I'm pretty confident I'm not wearing said apparel.
No.
This is a bad guess, and I'm not feeling confident. I just want to preemptively
Okay.
say that.
It's been
Adidas.
preempted. It is Adidas.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Or
sure is.
Adidas.
Okay, that's why I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like
Good job.
they're popular enough in Eastern Europe to be on a lot of football
That's-
memorabilia.
Yeah. That's good education.
That's my only guess.
The awards are for best player, highest scorer, and best goalkeeper of the tournament. Question 4. What country has now been a host nation 3 times?
Has been a host nation 3 times. Okay, I don't believe this is Great Britain. I don't believe it's Spain. I want to say it's either Brazil or No, because I think they actually made a lot of new stadiums recently in Brazil.
They built a lot of them for when they hosted, like
yeah.
that was last decade
Which
sometime.
It was in 2016.
I would
Sounds
have
so
guessed.
crazy to say it like that.
Yeah,
Oh, but that was the Olympics.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It was for both,
Well,
for
whenever-
both the World
whenever
Cup
they-
and the Olympics.
whenever they hosted.
but
For
if I
both.
remember right, it was a bit of a controversy that they had to
Yeah.
create so many new stadiums,
Right,
which makes
yeah.
me think
It
they
was
hadn't
for
done it for
2014.
quite some time.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
2014.
2014. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
remember
then they
watching it,
reused
yeah.
a bunch for the Olympics.
So my gut instinct, if it's 3 times, it was probably something that had a lot of infrastructure in the earlier parts of the 20th century, which makes me think either United States or... I'm just going to stick with my gut on that one. United States.
No. Tim?
Didn't think that far ahead. I mean, okay, I'm gonna hijack your reasoning on this, and but yeah, okay. Hosted 3 times.
What country has now been a host nation 3 times?
I feel like it's got to be. Okay, I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna say Germany.
No, so
Viva
I
Mexico.
was hoping that if you notice the subtle wording of my question, what country has now been a host nation 3 times? It's Mexico. They previously hosted the tournament in 1970 and 1986. This year they're co-hosting with Canada and the U.S., making them the first nation to host the World Cup 3 times.
That makes sense.
The United States previously hosted in 1994.
Is this their second?
But Canada's never hosted the tournament outright. So
Shout out to Canada.
Yeah, and no one else has hosted 3 times.
Yeah, they had the Olympics, though.
They have
Yes.
had Summer Olympics
true.
several times. All right, last question, Matt. This year's tournament will be the first one to feature how many teams?
So, my first answer is I do not know. My second answer is it's got to be guess. I thought before is that there was a movement down from the group stages to the round of 16, and that was with 2 teams being cut from the group stage. So I want to guess that they've doubled it, and now it might only be no, that wouldn't make sense because then there would be no point in the follow-up matches. I'm going to say there's 48.
That is correct, yes. Number of teams.
I was not expecting that.
The number of teams had previously been set at 32
Right.
since 1998.
Yep. Most of those spots were that were added were Africa and Asia.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's the end of round 2. Mason, how'd they do?
Well,
What's the score?
Matt really cleaned up in that round. Currently, he is in the lead, 90-20. So
That's a good lead.
Excellent showing so far.
Yeah. All right.
Not
Now
bad,
it's
not bad.
Guessing my way to another day. We'll take it.
Yeah.
We will take it though.
Put that in common.
and now it's time for
Yeah.
round 3. So Mason, can you please explain the rules?
Very much. Round 3, our second general knowledge round. This time, every question is worth 30 points. Every steal is worth 15. However, these are not multiple choice. You just gotta say the correct answer. Or say the wrong answer, but preferably not.
All righty.
happens.
Tim, are you ready?
We'll find out.
Okay.
But I'm here. I'm here for it.
Question 1.
I believe.
Yeah.
What is the freeway that connects Melbourne and Sydney?
Oh, is it a freeway? That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's got a. Well. Sorry, Melbourne, Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hume Highway.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Otherwise known as the M31. It runs 520 miles or 840 kilometers between the two cities.
That's yep.
Yeah, had to
out
give the conversion
at like
for you.
100 k's an hour, which now seems
So-
slow.
so slow.
Having like
So
traveled
slow.
here and
Yeah, no one
miles
goes.
per hour.
No one goes. No, I definitely don't go that fast on the
I mean,
freeway.
sorry, 6
so you're right.
Yeah.
Question 2.
I am not adding anyone. Don't worry.
You're right.
I'm adding all the
Question
other cars around.
No,
Okay.
I always drive safely. Question
Yeah.
2. What 2010 game by Rockstar follows John Marston's quest to hunt down the former members of the Vanderlinde gang in exchange for the safety of his family?
Okay. 2010. Okay, just 2010 Rockstar games. What was I doing in 2010? So exposing. I don't even know what I was doing in 2010. I remember
would have
things.
been in year.
That was
six,
year 5. That was year 5, I think.
year 6 for you.
Yeah.
Regardless,
Yeah. Yeah.
any guesses?
Look. Not really. I mean, it's like definitely not GTA.
No.
Like GTA 5 is the only Rockstar game I can think of.
There was a sequel to this that was very famous in South Park, and I believe the correct answer is Red Dead Redemption.
The game would later get a prequel confusingly titled Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2018.
Nice.
Yep.
Thank you.
Should have given the question. I didn't know if you would know who would know video game stuff, and I had one extra one to give. So, thanks, Mason.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption. Question 3.
Okay.
What private boarding school has been attended by 20 former UK prime ministers, including David Cameron and Boris Johnson?
Oh, is that Eden?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's Eton
okay.
College. And both
Okay.
Prince William and Prince Harry were also educated at Eton.
The
Okay.
Eaton Boys, yes.
Question 4. Which Liverpool artist recorded the cover of You'll Never Walk Alone, heard at Liverpool FC matches?
My lord. Yeah. It's. It is. I really hope my dad's not watching this.
I'm going to text him the link right now.
It's for Queen and Country, friend. You've got this, I believe.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely for one of those. No, it's like there's an E in there.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Can you put me
No,
out?
I cannot.
Okay.
I have.
As soon as you, well,
Just think of it.
Throw out a guess if you don't know it.
no, like, well, okay, I'll see if I can get the first name. If I can get the first name, it's not Pete.
No.
No.
So what year was this again? Just to verify.
I don't have the year written down, but this is in the 60s.
This is
yeah.
in the 60s?
Yep.
This isn't John Lennon, is it?
No. Well, you did name a Liverpool artist, so that is good.
That's worth more than.
Yeah, it's Jerry and the Pacemakers.
That's-
The
Yep.
Pacemakers.
I
Okay.
remember the and pacemaker. I forgot
yeah,
the first.
yeah, it's Jerry. So there are E's in there.
I was
There's
thinking big on the
Yeah,
E's.
that
Four
makes
of
It was Yeah.
Yeah.
And not just because it's a common letter.
Yeah.
Oh, because Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. There's one in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And question 5.
Okay.
In Glen Iris, Victoria, Australia, there is a swim center named for what former prime minister?
Harold Holt.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Holt famously disappeared while swimming at Cheviot Beach, Victoria, on December 17th, 1967. His presumed death has been the subject of many conspiracy theories. Do you have a favorite Holt conspiracy theory?
A favorite one. I mean, well, the main one I know about is that he was picked up by
a Chinese submarine.
Chinese submarine is like the main one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. And that that was it's like a little bit problematic, but it's there's probably other types of submarines that people have claimed that he got picked up by.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chinese submarine is a good one.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't been there. To
well, there's probably not much point in.
Yeah.
There's probably not much point in going there.
I've actually heard it's
just a
really
pool.
good.
Is it?
I've
Oh,
actually
okay.
heard they have
okay.
good tuition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always liked the one where people thought that he was abducted by aliens.
Oh, yeah.
That I feel like that's more plausible.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just a lot
I feel
more
like
fun.
it's
Yeah.
and a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Yeah. The Chinese government would have told us by now, but the aliens would not have told us.
Well,
I'm not as confident
Yeah.
on that.
Well, okay, let's
maybe
about that.
not.
anyway, we'll move
Yeah.
on. Matt, are you ready for your 5 questions?
We'll say yes.
Okay. Question 1. What interstate highway runs for 295 miles in California in only 3 counties? San Bernardino, Riverside, and San Diego.
San Bernardino, Riverside, and what?
San Diego.
San Diego. I don't drive out that way much, I'll confess.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's going north to south. I think it's the 15.
It is I-15, yes. It runs 185 miles in San Bernardino County, 53 in Riverside, and 54 in San Diego.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Question 2. In 1854, the U.S. Senate ratified the Gadsden Purchase, which added nearly 30,000 square miles of land that make up parts of what present-day states?
Can you give me the number of states?
Yeah, 2.
There's 2 states. Okay. The Gadsden Purchase, this is 54. So this is after Mexican-American War, before Civil War. If it had been around the Mexican-American War, that would have been from Britain, and that would have been the Pacific Northwest. Given that it's a purchase, I want to say this is going to be... Well, no, the border was solidified between Mexico and America after the Mexican-American War. That's kind of what brought it to an end. I still want to say this is going to solidify Washington, and because I think this might have been some leftovers from the British in regards to the Pacific Northwest. I'm going to say this is Washington and Montana?
No. Tim? Want to pick a couple states?
I was going to say, do you know how many American states do you know?
Yeah, and which half are they in? Can I hear the question one more
Yeah.
time?
In
Sorry.
1854, the U.S. Senate ratified the Gadsden Purchase,
Okay.
which added nearly 30,000 square miles of land that make up parts of what present-day states?
30,000 miles, square miles.
Square miles.
That's. I'm just gonna say. Rhode Island and New York.
No.
Matt, would you like to give us the correct answer now?
No. I'm already embarrassed.
It's Arizona and New Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was leftover
Yeah.
from
From
the
the-
Mexican War.
Yeah,
War,
Gadsden.
It didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, you can go ahead.
Yeah. So, by the way, of course, the most famous city in that area is Tucson. But Gadsden had actually been sent down potentially to try to buy far more of Mexico. He tried to buy Baja California, Sonora, Chihuahua. Unsurprisingly, the Mexicans were not necessarily selling those. And so instead they just got a bunch of random northern areas of what was then Sonora and Chihuahua.
Well, that's because of they sent the guy off to negotiate the treaty for the Mexican-American War before they could give him a proper line of the maps, and he negotiated on his own behalf with Mexico what the lines would look like, which were a lot more generous because he was very anti-war than America was initially willing to sign off on. But Polk also was a bit of a land grabber.
Yeah, well, this is well after
No.
Polk, though.
I know.
But I'm saying the lines would have actually been a lot further south had it not been for the person they sent to negotiate the treaty of the Mexican-American War.
Mm-hmm. I guess that
I was going to say, Polk only grabbed officially, Texas to California. That's a tiny piece of land.
It was a lot.
He only bought a little bit from the British as well.
Yeah, he tried to get.
Yeah, he got the Northwest too.
He wanted the border down at Tampico.
That was.
Which, for those who don't know, that is the southernmost town of Tamaulipas.
Yeah.
Which, the border is almost at Veracruz at that point.
Wow,
which
is
is
far south.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Number 3. Which department store was founded in Minneapolis as Goodfellow Dry Goods?
As Goodfellow Dry Goods. Oh, goodness. I don't think I'm going to... I don't feel particularly confident about this. In what year?
Well, I don't have it in the question, but it was 1902.
1902. Goodfellow Dry Goods. Okay, so...
In Minneapolis.
In Minneapolis.
That's in Minnesota.
No, I
that wasn't for you. That was for Tim.
I feel like
I know you know where Minneapolis is.
Well, I mean, after this question, you might not be so sure about that.
Yeah.
But I don't. So this is pre-depression, and I'm just trying to think. I can't think of any pre-depression department store brands. I'm guessing because you asked this question, it's something that's salient enough that would still be around today.
Perhaps.
But I'm not.
Perhaps.
The only the only thing I could think of would be Sears. Because I can't think of any department stores from that era that would have made it to today. So I don't think it's Sears, but that's my answer.
It's not Sears. Tim?
It's not Gap.
No, it's Target.
It's Target. It's Target.
Isn't that pronounced
Target.
Tajay?
That is insane. I never would have guessed that.
I thought it was French.
Well, and if you knew your sports stadiums, you would know that the
Target Field and Target Center are both up there.
That's so interesting, though. I would have not guessed they were 1902.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. And from Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's, yeah.
It's Target.
Surprising
And
amount of things.
Goodfellow is their generic clothing brand that they sell at Target.
Oh, okay. I can't say I shot for much of my clothing at Target, so I was not aware of that.
Well, I mean, you're too busy shopping at Costco. Yeah.
If it doesn't say Kirkland on it, I don't want it.
Yeah.
No, Kirkland's best. I would never knock Kirkland. Question 4.
That's good.
Hans Sachs was a medieval German singer, poet, playwright, and shoemaker who was featured in what opera by Wagner?
Hans Sachs. Opera by Wagner. Shoemaker, as a performer, not a character.
Well, he's a historical figure.
Yes.
In the opera, he is dramatized.
He's dramatized in. Okay. So it's one of Wagner's historical operas, which means it's not going to be Lohengrin, it's not going to be Tristan und Isolde, it's not going to be I don't think it's Tannhäuser. I don't remember it from Tannhäuser. It's going to be it could be Dutchman. I don't think so though, and I don't think he would have given me a Rienzi question. I don't think you like Rienzi enough to give me a Rienzi question. Thoughts. So he's got to be a historical figure, right? So I think I want to say Tannhäuser.
No.
It is not Tannhäuser.
No, it's not. Do you know any Wagner operas? We haven't listened to any.
I feel like you told me about a couple.
I probably did, but probably not this one.
Yeah. Okay. And if I can't remember, I'm gonna blame it on the dark or something. Or me driving. I don't actually know if this is an opera.
Okay.
Because Ride of the Valkyries is a piece. That's the famous one. Is Valkyrie
From which
an
opera?
opera?
Well, Die Valkyrie is actually an opera.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Ride of Valkyries is is music from that opera.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not that one.
Okay.
This is Die Meistersinger von Nürnberg. Yeah, I couldn't say. I mean, he was a Meistersinger, but I couldn't say that because that would have given it away. So,
Yeah.
that's it.
It was the literal only one you didn't mention.
Yeah, I was like, you're hitting all the big ones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you're kind of missing one.
Yeah.
Finally, question
Yeah.
5. The 1963 AFL Championship saw the San Diego Chargers defeat the Boston Patriots in a stadium located in what large park northeast of downtown San Diego?
Hang on, they're not AFL teams.
So, the AFL
American Football League
and the NFL merged
Okay.
to form the NFL,
the modern NFL.
the modern NFL in 1960 something.
Yeah.
There's a really good book about it on that shelf. Football for a Buck.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere.
There you go.
Okay.
But before they were two separate leagues, and now
Okay.
the NFC National Football Conference and the American Football Conference
Also,
are the remnants of the descendants of those.
And
two
also,
leagues.
quick side note: the merger is also one of the big areas that former Raiders owner Al Davis had conflict with the league because he was the AFL president, and the AFL negotiated behind his back without telling him because he was anti-merger, and all of his underlings went, we're gonna merge with them anyway.
There you go.
Interesting. I don't have an answer.
Big park in San Diego. Have you been to San Diego?
I have been to San Diego. It's been a minute, but I can't think of what would have been refurbished from a football stadium. So,
Well, I don't think the stadium's there anymore.
well,
Sort of.
even still, but
Sort of.
for
Okay,
a
it's
location,
fairly
I
sort
can't
of there.
I can't think of a spot that fits that billet. So I'm going to
Is
have
there
to
a park that's large enough
pass.
that one could conceivably build a stadium in the park?
I'm having a mind
Okay.
Tim?
blank.
Do you know any parks in San Diego?
Big parks in San Diego. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say the San Diego Big Park.
No.
It's Balboa Park.
Balboa Park. Okay.
Yeah.
I would never have guessed
This-
Balboa Park.
I also would never have guessed that.
Balboa Stadium was completely overhauled in the 1970s due to seismic concerns and is now used by San Diego High School.
Fun fact. Woodrow Wilson's speech where he outlined his proposal for the League of Nations, it was given in Balboa Stadium in 1919.
Interesting. Okay.
Wow.
Really?
I would never. I've not.
Wait, is that seismic concerns? As in the concerns were of a seismic?
Like earthquake?
As in, like,
Yeah,
Okay, like actual
when-
seismic.
Of a seismic
Yeah.
quality.
When Balboa Stadium was
because we have
constructed,
earthquakes here.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, that
Yeah.
checks out.
Yeah,
That's
it's actually
pretty
kind of
cool.
surprising you haven't felt an earthquake. You've already been
Well, I
7 hours.
yeah, okay. I felt tremors, but I just thought like maybe it was the earthquake. or
Yeah,
maybe
just
it was
constantly
me
moves,
losing
yeah.
stability.
Yeah.
but it was a really old stadium, and so because of that, a lot of the earthquakes had done damage because this was before a lot of the more modern anti-earthquake engineering became ubiquitous, and so the state, the county, and the feds all did a big study on Balboa Stadium and went, "Oh crap, we need to get rid of this." And also by that point, the Chargers had already moved away to the Jack Murphy Stadium.
There you go. Well, that's the end of round 3. So Mason, can you give us a score update?
Well, gap is very much narrowed, but Matt still holds a lead 135 to 110. Anyone's game going into the
Yeah,
showdown.
very much so. All right. The last round. Mason, can you explain the rules?
Well, round 4, the showdown. And so each question is worth 40 points apiece. They'll be given at the same time, and whoever raises their hand first, they can answer. And if they get it wrong, you can steal it for 20.
How many questions are there?
3.
3.
So
Okay.
total of 120
Points.
points available. Here we go.
Okay.
Question 1. In 1902, the coronation of King Edward VII was delayed because the king was diagnosed with what?
I'm gonna say
You got to raise your hand, Tim.
All right.
Tim.
oh wait.
Okay, but
Okay,
if you
I
don't
don't
know the answer, then don't raise your hand.
Is it too broad to say a blood disease?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just
I'll
pick
say-
some.
I'll say,
It's not so far out of the way that.
Okay, I'll say like I'll say
It's a disease you've heard of,
It's a disease I've
or an
heard of.
illness you've.
Malaria.
No,
Hemophilia?
no.
Smallpox.
Appendicitis.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The abdominal abscess was drained rather than removed, but he was fine,
Ah.
I guess, kind of, and they did it a couple months later.
Just good enough.
Sewed him up, put him back out there.
Yes.
Question
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
Berwick Rangers FC from Berwick upon Tweed, England, play in the domestic pyramid of what other country?
The domestic pyramid.
Yeah, so they don't play in the English Premier League.
There was a lot of words there that I think.
But Mason likes to do this to me.
Okay.
I'm just curious, how many of them are English words?
All of them. Well, they were all English. It is an English team.
Okay. It's an English team.
That plays in a different country's system of leagues.
I'm gonna say the Spanish league.
No.
Okay, I'll say the Scottish Premier League.
That is correct.
Scotland.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, Berwick
No way,
upon Tweed is
seriously?
it's the northernmost town in England, having changed hands multiple times between England and Scotland until the man who would become Richard III retook it for England in 1482. Berwick Rugby Football Club also plays in the Scottish leagues rather than the English leagues.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
last
wild.
question. So this is for
Yeah, this is for game. Matt leads by 5.
yeah. So
Okay.
this whoever
All the
Okay.
marbles.
whoever gets this
That's-
right,
yeah,
no matter
it's all on.
if they get it right first or second, it
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Question 3.
Okay.
What word, used to describe chaos and disorder, traces its origins to a psychiatric hospital in London? Tim?
I'll say the butterfly effect.
No.
I'm gonna need a second. So it's a word for chaos and disorder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to guess a word. Is mayhem?
Bedlam.
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 Yeah, the actual name of the hospital is Bethlem Royal Hospital, but the word was shortened to Bedlam by Londoners after it gained a reputation for the cruel treatment of its
Okay.
patients. Yeah,
Nothing to do with beds.
that's
No.
nothing to do with it. Well, it might.
I mean, there were beds. There were beds.
hoping
The
at
hospital
least
had
that.
beds.
It might.
Okay.
No reports on whether there was lum there.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
No lambs.
Okay.
No.
Anyway,
No
all
lambs
right.
in the field.
I think we've reached the end of the line here.
Brilliant.
Mason, can you give us the final score?
Yes, Matt narrowly squeaks out a win, 135-130. So congratulations, Matt. You remain undefeated on the podcast.
I'd like to thank the Academy. It's really a brilliant experience. I don't want to say I'm winning legitimately, but I am here nonetheless.
Well, and thank you for being here, and thank you also, Tim, for being on 2 episodes today. I know that wasn't originally part of the plan.
That's right. I don't make plans. Other people make them for me.
That's very,
Okay, very much so.
that's very true.
That's what happens when you hang out with
Can
Matthew
vouch
too.
for
that.
He just ropes you into things
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's our show for this week, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you to Tim and Matt for being on the show. Thank you to Mason for being our scorekeeper and for also composing the music. And today's questions were written by Andy Cook, Mason Cook, and yours truly. Our board operator is Grant Coltrip. Our camera operator is Nikita Pasarevich. I'm getting better and better each time at it. Our scorekeeper emeritus is Carter Zanke. And thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe to Trivia Over Tea wherever you get your podcasts. And tune in next week when we'll have 2 new contestants. They will be different contestants this time. And 33 more fantastic questions. So thank you. We'll see you next week.